I was so glad when we got out of the White House. So when people ask me would I ever run,
Yes, Michelle Obama finally responded to these questions people ask every single day. If you notice, the Democrats are in chaos. They are in a free fall. AIC name coming up here and there like they want her to be the Democrat head. A question surfaced from Michelle Obama about her running for president. She responded to that on this video. We are going to take an exclusive look on what is going on. But before we go into that clip, first take a look at the rate at which people are leaving the Democrat Party.
Okay, guys, this is my walkaway story from the Democrat Party. And the very first thing I'm going to say is I am from Denver, Colorado. I am a native. So I have been a Democrat my whole life, always been registered a Democrat. And I am running away from it this year. I no longer align with Democratic views. And there's a reason why. There's absolutely a reason why. Denver, Colorado turned into shit after all of this wokeness started to happen. The borders was the second one. It absolutely destroyed neighborhoods. I remember just not being able to walk around our neighborhood with our kids anymore because it was just like there were so many people that were just out on the street and we had no idea who these people were. And there was just like a revolving door of people who would be switched in and out of this hotel that was next to us. And it was just like it was crazy. Then the third thing I would say, I don't know if anybody realizes this that's in the Democratic Party, but you lied to us about Biden. You lied to us about him and his health and put us in danger. Like you literally I'm not even going to go that far, but they put us in danger, okay, with this dude that didn't even know what was going on. He didn't even know what was going on. So who was running the country? That was it. And then I want to say the last thing that really took the cake was just the media, was just the way that they would report things and the way that they would just walk around issues and not really have solutions and always have excuses. And yeah, I could no longer align with them. They no longer align with me. And I absolutely understand why people are running away from them. They are a joke. At this point, Democrats are a joke.
Everyone's telling their walk away from the Democratic Party stories, and here's mine. When Trump was elected in 2016, I literally thought the world was ending. My husband and I would argue I was deranged. My husband had encouraged me to try to do my best to listen to both sides. So for the 2020 election, I made the commitment that I was going to watch the DNC, the RNC, take in as much information that I could about both sides, make a decision from there. First night of the DNC, I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. They came out of the gate, defund the police. Some of you may know, but my husband is a police officer, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't agree with that. Defunding the police would be dumb, because then we're going to have more crime. Then we won't have good police officers. They then started talking about transitioning children, weak border security, free everything for everyone. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. So then I watched the RNC. They were saying how much they love the police, that we need more training for police, that we need more money for police. Leave the kids alone. Tight border security. And I was like, I like this. So then naturally the Don was running and I started getting a kick out of watching him debate people. Because I was like, man, he really makes these people look like morons.
Yes, these are the stories I'm saying. It is trending on social media if you don't know. People are putting out videos. In fact, I cannot even count what actually caused them to walk away from the Democrat Party. This is what they're supposed to focus on. Why people are leaving the party than all this noise they are making. At a certain point, when I look at this, it's crazy. Every single day, Elon Musk that, Elon Musk this, Trump that. Trump is the president. They still continue to go after him. I think this is 2-0. We saw 1-0 when he was running, how they went off on him. Now this is 2-0. It is crazy. They can't even stop. People are saying this and they're changing their minds. Look at the polls. You can see it clearly. Going now into Michelle Obama, a question surfaced to her if she is running. She made it clear. Because some people believe that this is the only person that can, maybe cause them to win elections. But Michelle Obama is changing her mind toward the Democrat Party. You can understand if someone like this is changing the mind, then you should understand.
You.
I was so glad when we got out of the White House. So when people ask me, would I ever run? The answer is no. Not only am I not interested in politics in that way, but the thought of like putting my girls back into that, that spotlight when they are just now establishing themselves, it's
Yes.
like, okay, I think we've done enough. Question asked and answered, never going to happen.
The Democrats have been leaderless since November 5th. They hoped opposing Trump would juice their base, but it's not working. And they're getting chewed out when they go home for town halls.
Mr. Schumer has done what I think the most destructive thing that he could possibly do as Democratic leader in your body.
Wow. The base wants Democrats to rage like Bernie, AOC, and Jasmine, not to be confused with Davy Crockett. But moderates say the squad's just grandstanding.
I can't just chain myself to the White House and become an activist full time because you and others here are going to call me for things that you need. All of those things require me to be more than just an AOC. Everyone you mentioned has a lot of words, but what have they actually done to change the situation with Donald Trump?
Democrats can't storm the Capitol because they said you're not allowed to do that. So Bernie and AOC are going on tour, taking socialism across the country.
He's handed the keys to Elon Musk and is selling this country for parts to the richest people on the planet for a kickback. I want you to look at every level of office around and support brawlers who fight, because those are the ones who can actually win against Republicans.
The wealthiest people have never, ever in the history of our country had it so good. No, we will not accept an oligarchic form of society where a handful of billionaires run the government.
Tampon's also on tour. He claims he's doing town halls in red districts, but that's a lie. Tampon got caught deporting Trump voters from his crowd. That's the new playbook. Pretend like you're reaching across the aisle. Tampon's become a laughingstock.
I look at all these Democrats, particularly Governor Walz right now, and all I see on the Republican side is mockery. Now, there was mockery of Trump, and Trump turned out to be a great candidate. But Walz, in particular, has become just the subject of MAGA derision. I look at Walz and how Republicans are treating him, and I just say, I don't get what he's up to.
I believe you're saying that this is exactly what is going on in the Democrat Party at this time. If care is not taken, these people will not win elections again. And the mistake they will make is to put AIC the head. They will lose all the May voters. That is my observation. Because AIC's name is everywhere. They want to remove Chuck Schumer because he sided with Republicans. At a certain point, it is high time these people realize, this can't work. Michelle Obama was the only person I thought could survive these people at this time. But she is not interested in the party any longer. That should tell you a lot. The Democrat Party is crumbling. We are looking at how it is going down. There's confusion everywhere.
That we know would probably just be dismissed in court.
More fuel on the fire that there's a potential, maybe a divorce or some sort of rockiness going on in the Obamas' relationship. Even knowing that There are divorce rumors and, she's not showing up for him, whether it's at the Jimmy Carter funeral or the Trump inauguration or the basketball game he just went to in LA when visiting their daughters, and then dinner with the daughters was not there. Here she is talking about it. If it were me, I would say something nice about him. I would say he's just so charming. It was meant to be. I knew he could heal the earth in the way he did. There was only one person who could do it, and it was my husband, Barack Obama, whatever. Then she gets on to talking a little bit about him personally, and this is how.
Yes, I don't know if you've realized this. Democrats are waking up. It's like they have been sleeping the whole years. They want to do podcasts. Gavin Newsom is there struggling. Michelle Obama has been taking a lot of time preparing for this.
Primetime's been wondering where Michelle Obama's been. She snubbed both Jimmy Carter's funeral and Trump's inauguration. And last week, Barack went to a basketball game all by himself. Turns out Michelle's been busy working on a new podcast, and so far, it's been a flop. The first 2 episodes have been up all day and only gotten a few thousand views on YouTube. Half of them were probably primetime producers. But still, Michelle's spilling the family secrets, like how Barry gets on her nerves. Listen.
Barack, he had to adjust to what on time was for me.
Because he was on that island time.
Well, but, I've got this husband who's like, when it's time to leave, it's 3:00, he's getting up and going to the bathroom. And I was like, dude, like 3:00 departure means you've done all that.
Many of us on the right sacrificed our careers taking these people on, and Newsom's trying to make a career with them. This is insane.
We got to talk about Gavin Newsom and his new podcast. And the most recent MAGA guest that he had on his podcast is Steve Bannon. I listened to the whole thing.
It has no work for Democrat reason. You see them reassembling themselves, to sort this out. I don't know what will happen at the end of the day.
This is a poor strategy for Gavin Newsom.
It's the same thing that when I see not all black Republicans, but I see a black MAGA person.
Sincere black Republican.
I don't think that you can.
Putting 2 months in. I mean, you must have a feeling in your gut.
Foreign. Using this comment to say that. So I work at a Mexican restaurant and
you're at me.
Media, San Jose Police. Seem pretty clear.